Alright, well, we're back. Well, I'm back. I guess I never left. You might be back. Might be the first time. I don't know. Either way, we're not working on rusty sheet metal today. I want to go ahead and pull this chassis in and get it up on the lift and start taking a little closer look at it. I looked at it, a little bit when I took the body off, but I've already gone ahead and ordered some suspension parts and stuff for it, although they said that ships in like 3 to 4 weeks. So it'll give us a little time to get this chassis prepped, cleaned up, maybe even painted. Who knows? I don't know. We'll see. I just had to stick a wheel in there to see what it looked like. I don't think it's going to sit this low. I think it's going to sit probably another 2 inches higher is my guess, but we got the chassis in here. I already stripped it down. Didn't really miss anything there. It actually all came apart pretty good. Other than a close call with a spring compressor. When I was loosening it back up, but didn't get me, so excited about that. I did go ahead and get the rear end out too. I looked up the numbers. This thing's got a 278 gear in it, and yeah, I don't know. I had planned on rocking that rear end until maybe next winter. I'd like to put a 9-inch in it eventually, hopefully next winter, but I don't know. I guess we'll just see what this thing will do. Should get pretty good gas mileage, honestly, but right now I got boxing the frame rails in. I had my buddy come out, he did some measurements and cut me out some plates, so got this side pretty good, and he boxed me up. Well, made me these plates so I can box up these lower control arm mounts. Went ahead and got this side already done. This side's prepped, painted, and here's the plate. But it's kind of hard to get it exactly where it needs to be with one hand, but I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing welded in here, and then we're gonna start cleaning this chassis up and hopefully get it in paint this weekend. I have all the front suspension stuff here for it already. I ordered UMI tubular rear control arms and sway bar kits, so they said estimated ship date 3 to 4 weeks out, so I'm hoping they show up this week because I ordered it about 3 weeks ago, so I'm hoping it'd be next week that stuff shows up, and we can get this chassis all put together. Then I'm gonna jump back in on some more sheet metal work on the body so we can get that setting back in here. I did get this chassis squared up as good as I can, level, all the way across both sides, yada whatever, before I welded. So that took me a little bit of time to get that. It's pretty nice, the adjustable arms on the lift, so promise I won't blind you guys this time with the old dome, so let's go ahead and get this thing welded up. I left a pretty good gap. I don't know if you can see it on there or not, but I'm trying to fill this in. Not fill, I guess. I'm trying to have enough weld there for when I grind it down. I'm not compromising the strength. So I'm just going to be going in small sections, keep the heat, not focused in one spot. You guys know that. I don't even know what I'm talking. Let's go. back. The GoPro decided to fall over while I was doing that time lapse, so I'm sorry. But that side's all boxed up, grinded back down. Now I had a little gap in there I filled with weld, so when I grinded it down, it didn't grind all the weld out, so I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. Now while that's cooling, because I had to go back through and hit a couple spots I missed, I am going to work on these body mount areas. They sell these washer kits. As you can tell, this is pretty ate up. Mainly just these front ones and the two centers, and the very back one, this side's pretty bad, but the rest of them are all right. But a couple people I talked to told me just to weld these straight on top, so I'm gonna go ahead and put all these washers on, and they're not very thick, so I don't think it's really gonna mess with too much. But while I was cleaning the front of this up, I'm pretty sure this thing was built on a Sunday night. Had to have been third shift Sunday night, because what in the world? It's nowhere near anything that needs welded. And then, what's this piece of bubble gum doing here? Not a clue. And then, like, they missed the entire gap over here, and then they redid it. But what is that down there? And then, oh, that bubble gum over there. But I'm gonna grind some of that stuff down, and we're gonna get welding on all these plates on these body mount spots. And once that's done, that box side over there should be cooled down enough. I can hit that with the flap disc and get it looking good. And then I'm going to finish cleaning up the back of this. I got most of it cleaned up. I still got to do the outside rail, but the whole front's done. Inside is done in the centers, but I still got to do all this back here. And yeah, this is the really bad one. All right, so it's been a couple days, and I got this frame painted up. I'll go ahead and show you guys. It's turned out pretty good. I got all the body mount spots welded in, and I'm pretty happy with it. So I'll show you what I used on this. It is a Pour 15. I did what is this? The rust preventative, like paint directly over rust. I did knock all the flaking stuff off and the big stuff with a wire wheel. But first coat, I did this, and then the second one I did their top coat, which is right there. But that rust preventative stuff is very glossy, and once you put the top coat on, it's got like a chassis finish, and I kind of dulled it out a little bit. So, I mean, it's still got some gloss to it, but not crazy. I'll show you the rear end. The rear end is, I only did with the rust preventative stuff. But it's quite a bit glossier. It's also directly in the sun too, so it's kind of deceiving, but might not look as bad on camera. But all right, that's where we're gonna end this video off. Sorry, it was kind of a boring one. The next video, we will get this thing to a roller, hopefully. UMI parts showed up. I got all the front suspension stuff. I still need to go get the steering components, hopefully today, but hoping to get this rear end back in there. And yeah, that'll be the next video. So if you've made it all the way to this point, thank you. And hopefully you guys had a good Easter, and see you next time.